I can take to coffee, that I can share my faith to in some way that I can reach out to. And so that's the challenge tonight as we move forward in evangelism. And keep your eyes and ears out open for some different endeavors coming up in the next few months.
Thank you, Levi. I had the privilege of co-chairing the prayer committee along with Mary Sternberg, who's in the audience here. And we had a great prayer committee. But we also had about 1,800 people that were part of our prayer team, and we're so thankful for them. But I like the tone of tonight, where we're not done yet. We're so thankful for what God's done to this point. But God isn't done yet. Let me just ask a quick question. How many of you do pray? Raise your hand. Yeah. Okay, well, I thought it gets about everyone here. How many of you are satisfied with your prayer life? One or two hands. I wouldn't put my hand up either. And I'm not surprised. I said, well, we're all busy. And, does prayer really work? And let me just tell you that one of the reasons that we don't pray as much is that our arch enemy knows prayer better than we do. I don't know if there's a slide we can throw up by Samuel Chadwick. See if that thing works. There it is. Okay. The one concern of the devil, he said, is to keep the saints from praying. He fears nothing from our prayerless studies, prayerless work, prayerless religion. He laughs at our toil, mocks at our wisdom, but he trembles when we pray. And, Jesus, someone has said, Jesus never taught his disciples how to preach, but he sure taught them through his example and his words how to pray, time and time again. And we need to learn from him. Can we and should we do less than the Son of God when he was on this planet and what he taught his disciples? But you say, well, what do we pray for? Well, we certainly pray for our own lives, our walk with the Lord, our family, our children, our grandchildren, our neighbors. But our church, our pastors need our prayer. But our community, West Michigan, needs our prayer. Our state, our nation. Can you believe? I can hardly watch the news anymore. It's painful to just see the division and then the shooting in the LA area and so on. It hurts. There's only one answer. There's not a political answer to our problems. We need to return to God. I used to think that America was basically a Christian nation until 1960. Reality is there's been a lot of dark times in our nation in the past. Back in the late 1700s, the church was dying. Alcohol abuse was rampant. Immorality was wild. They took a poll at Harvard University. They said, how many of you guys are Christians? 0 at Harvard, 2 at Yale. And then people began to pray. Let me just show you a little circle here that maybe some of you have seen that shows where we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be at the top. But what happens in our lives is that we become complacent. And we begin to decline. It's just, it's no big deal. I go to church and everything's fine. And then God sends discipline. We're getting that in our country today. The tension we have. Keep it back up if you would, please. And then we get to the bottom where we cry out to God. And that's where we are now. That's prayer, united prayer. And then we get revival among believers where we come fully alive as followers of Christ. You can't expect non-Christians to behave like Christians. But we have to lead the way. There's not a plan B. And that leads to an awakening. We need another, the biggest spiritual awakening in the history of America. We need it now. Do you agree with me? Well, every spiritual awakening has some uniqueness, but there's one similarity. Here's a quote by A.T. Pearson. He said that there's never been a spiritual awakening in any country or locality that did not begin in united prayer. And that's what we're committed to do more and more of in the coming days. And we've been praying for the last 4 years. We've got our little organization, Grand Awakening. We've got some pictures here of some of our gatherings. The lower left is actually a pastor's thing. We're not quite there yet, but that's fine. And we've had a good time. And then we have a schedule coming up here. And it looks like this is how it's going. Yeah, we have United Prayer that's been going on. And just look at this. Mary Sternberg, my co-chair, He's going to chair it the third Tuesday of every month at Gold Avenue Church downtown. We invite you. They're opened up. We have all different sorts of folks show up at this thing. We pray together. First Thursday of every month, various places. The next one is December 6th. Ada Bible's Knapp campus, January 10th, First Evangelical Covenant Church. So we move around with the first Thursday one. By the way, January 10th is not the first Thursday of January, FYI. We didn't want to do it that close to January 1. And they all start at 7. They're done basically by 8:30. We're also working on another thing. We want to get 24/7 prayer in West Michigan. How's that possible? It's 40 churches to sign up and say, you know what? We're good. We'll take a day of a month. We'll take the second Tuesday of every month. And if we get 40 churches to take either a day, and if they take a half day, we'll split it up with another church, a smaller church. We're going to cover 24/7 prayer. So stay tuned for that one. And finally, we have a pastor's prayer thing for pastors, Pastor Prayer Summit. Encourage your pastors to be there. And if you want to be more about, what we need with revival, we just would love you to do what we say. Every prayer for revival is another log you put on the fire. So we just encourage every one of us every day to say, Lord, would you send revival to the church leading to an awakening in our area? So, would you stand now with me?
Just Randy's going to lead us in prayer for our future. I just wanted to say, Randy, that if you're wondering, well, how do I know about what's happening? You can go ahead and stand up. I see some of us. That's good. I don't know what to do right now. Well, the great thing is in West Michigan, over 10,000 people have given us their contact info.
That's true.
And you have cards tonight.
Yes.
So stay tuned. We will let you know when, where, how to stay plugged in. And we're very excited about what comes next. And I've asked Randy if he'd lead us in prayer, that God would guide us and direct us into great things to come.
Amen. Amen. And this is what I'd like to do. Are we one? We have the same Father, right? So we're brothers and sisters, right? How do you feel about holding hands with the person next to you? And if you want to go across the aisles in the middle, that's up to you. But let's get a little closer.